This is The Fight Guy. I'm your host, Guy Pert. UFC 315, Belal Muhammad taking on Jack Della Maddalena. Could be one of the best fights of the year. Unlike the card could possibly be the worst pay-per-view of the year. UFC 312 standing strong, but we'll find out Saturday. In this video, I'm going to give you my top 5 fights, my favorite 5 fights I'm going to be looking forward to for the pay-per-view. One of them is not on the main card. It may surprise you. I will break down the press conference later today, so you're going to get an extra video from me. I might go through all of the card, give you my predictions, but if I don't, follow me on X. I post my predictions every week here. Alright, so if you don't want to watch my video, you don't have time, or maybe I didn't cover all the fights, follow me on X. You'll get all my predictions there. But let's get into it. My 5th best fight on this entire card is the featured preliminary fight, Mike Malott versus Charles Radtke. This is going to be an amazing fight. There's no way this one goes the distance. If it does, I think it would be even more entertaining. Mike Malott, as you can see right above my head here, this was not his last fight, but the fight before that, I believe Neil Magny finishing him in Toronto or somewhere in Canada. He was very excited. There's a lot of hype. I think the nerves got to him. Maybe the pressure got to him a little bit. He ended up becoming a meme for about 8 months. I still have it saved in my photo library, but that's Mike Malott. And it's going to be Mike Malott again. I believe Charles Radtke is going to finish him. I'll add the clip in here, but Radtke, very patriotic American. His grandfather was a sergeant major in the Marine Corps, I believe. And he took the Canadians booing the national anthem to heart.
I grew up on a bison ranch with my grandfather, who's a sergeant major in the Marine Corps. And when y'all boo the national anthem, somebody's going to have to pay for that.
You're going to have to pay for that. I love that shit, dude. I love that. That gets my tail wagging. What the He took it personal. I understand a lot of people are saying, oh, you don't even know what they were booing. They weren't booing the people. They weren't booing the country. They were making a statement to the president. Doesn't matter. You don't boo the national anthem. You might kneel, and even then, a lot of people will look at you funny. But if you boo the national anthem, somebody's got to pay for it, and that's going to be Mike Malott. The price is going to be his consciousness on Saturday. I believe Radtke knocks him out. These guys are going to go at it. Maybe Mike Malott goes for a takedown attempt, half-asses it, and I don't know if this makes it out of the first round. This is going to be a great fight. If you're an American, if you're one of those fight fans, like I used to be, I still kind of am, but you should root for Americans, right? Even if I pick like the Brazilian to beat the American who's a 3-1 underdog, and you see him have his moments, as an American, you should be you should cheer, you should root for your fellow Americans. A lot of other countries are like that. But for some reason, we're not quite like that in America. Nonetheless, even if I picked Mike Malott to win and I see Radtke have his moments, as an American, you should support American fighters in there, even if they're underdogs, which Radtke is. I believe he's like a plus 150 or something like that. It's pretty even. I'd put my money on Radtke. He's going to make Mike Malott pay for all of the Canadians that booed the national anthem. I'm excited about that. But yeah, aside from the jokes, I do think Mike Malott is a little bit more experienced. He's been in there with some better guys, but I don't think he is as tough as Radtke is. So I think he's going to give him a run for his money. I don't see this fight going to decision. I think it's going to end in the first or second round, and I think Radtke is going to get it done. He's tougher, and this is personal to him. We're going to move on to the next fight. My 4th best fight on the card, Alexa Grasso versus Natalia Silva. This is going to be a great fight. Grasso, all of her last 3 fights have been, title fights against Valentina Shevchenko. They are 1-1-1, I believe, in that trilogy. The last result was a split decision loss, I believe, to Shevchenko. Might have been unanimous. It was a decision loss. You see here, Grasso is a plus 200 underdog to Natalia Silva. Silva's been on a tear in the UFC. She's younger. She's at a slight reach disadvantage. They're about, equal on the stat sheet there, pretty much everywhere. I think Grasso's got better grappling, but she's in trouble on the feet. I think Silva's going to be ahead on the feet. I think she's going to be pressure. She's going to have better striking technically, but I'm not counting Grasso out. My pick is the underdog pick this fight. I think Alexa Grasso is going to win a decision against Natalia Silva, but if it goes to the ground, we could very well see a submission. She works with Diego Lopez. I think Diego Lopez is one of the best fighters on the roster. I know he just lost a unanimous decision to Volkanovski, but I think he's got a great team. Alexa is included in that. They have great technique. They're all tough. I think Alexa Grasso is going to tough it out versus Natalia Silva. I think Silva looked good in her win against Jessica Andrade. She absolutely demolished her in a decision. But I think Grasso is just a next level, just a tier above Silva. Not that she can't win this fight, but it will certainly be her toughest test, and her being a favorite for that, I don't know. It's a little bit sketchy. My pick here is going to be Alexa Grasso to win via decision. I think she'll get it done. This is going to be a great fight either way. I don't know. If Grasso can get her down, I think we're going to see some great scrambles. But if Grasso struggles with the takedown, she could just get shut down on the feet. It could go either way. It's going to be a great fight. I got Alexa Grasso to win. Team Diego Lopez. We're going to move on to the next fight. Third best fight on the card. It's going to be Jose Aldo versus Ayman Zabi. Aldo's not done yet. He's come back from retirement, and he's taken on some of the toughest contenders. Jonathan Martinez, Mario Bautista, which I believe he won. It was a split decision loss. I don't think that's a big loss for Aldo. At 38 years old, coming back from retirement with one of the hottest contenders in the division, I thought he looked really good against Mario, and I think he's going to look even better against Zahabi. It's going to be a bad night for the Canadians. The only French that I think will win is going to be BSD, which will bring me to my next fight here in a moment. But I think Aldo's just going to be a little bit too much for Zahibi. He's got way more experience. He's way more technically sound. I think he's going to land a lot of leg kicks. He's going to land a lot more body shots, and then he's going to knock Zahibi out. Jose Aldo's back, baby. Jose Aldo via knockout is my prediction for this fight. I don't see Zahibi winning this fight, not in a million years. We move on. Valentina Shevchenko versus Manon Fiorot. Gonna go with the bullet here. And just to give you guys a little bit of context, let me pull it up here. Valentina every fight she's been in has been for a title since like 2019. It's been crazy. Maybe before that. 2017. Every single fight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 of Valentina's last fights have all been for the belt, and I know she's lost some of those, but I don't think Manon is going to show her anything she hasn't seen before. I think Valentina's going to beat Manon where she's best, on the feet. I think she's going to mix in grappling. She's going to, she's going to have a takedown threat. She's going to have something to have Fior distracted, and she's going to land better shots on the feet. Valentina's just overall a better, well-rounded fighter, and I believe she's an underdog for this matchup. She's a plus 110 underdog. Valentina Shevchenko is an underdog for this fight. Please bet on her. You won't lose. Manon Fiorot, she's not going to win this fight. Her last 5 fights have all went to decision. I don't remember the last time she's finished somebody. It might have been 2021. Let's double check that. October 2021. Yeah, Tabitha Ritchie via second round knockout in 2021. And she was on a little knockout streak before that, but half those fights weren't even in the UFC, so I'm going to take that with a grain of salt. She is a decision fighter. You shouldn't root for decision fighters. You should root for exciting fighters. You should root for lovable fighters like Valentina Shevchenko. She dances. She looks adorable. She likes guns. Come on. This is the American fighter, this match. So as an American, speak for all fellow Americans. We're going for Valentina Shevchenko to win this fight. And that's going to bring me to my first fight, the best fight to watch Saturday. Of course, it's going to be the main event. This is a great matchup for many reasons. I think that Jack Della Maddalena jiu-jitsu can counter Belal's wrestling. Belal obviously working with Khabib, a lot of the Dagestanis. That's his fighting style. He's got good boxing. He's got good striking, honestly. You can't say that Belal doesn't have good striking. He was out-piecing Leon. I mean, he knocked out Sean Brady. Belal Muhammad's got great striking. He's got great grappling, and he's going to try to use them interchangeably. I know he said that he wasn't going to shoot a takedown. That's some bullshit. Belal Muhammad will shoot a takedown a minute 30 in this fight. If he does not shoot a takedown a minute 30 in this fight, I will admit that I don't know shit on the next video that comes out breaking this card down. But Jack Della Maddalena, he's 17-2. He lost his first 2 professional MMA fights. So if you take his first 2 fights out, he's 17-0. He's on a 17-fight win streak. Hasn't lost a fight since 2016. Belal Muhammad is on a streak as well. He's beaten a lot of the top contenders in welterweight before he even got the belt. So I think this is a great matchup. Jack Della Maddalena has awkward striking that works really well for him. He throws great combinations. I'll play a little clip here. But he throws like 4 or 5-piece combinations, body, head. Like, he mixes it up. It's very unpredictable. It's very hard to block. He destroyed Gilbert Burns with a broken arm. If you saw the thumbnail in this video, Jack Della Maddalena is him. He is a badass, man. Initially, when this fight first got announced, my initial reaction was Belal's going to win. But since then, man, all Jack's done is just sit on my mind. I mean, he is, without a doubt, probably the toughest fighter in the card. I mean, you see his nose. It looks like a broken piece of conduit going down his face. The guy's a badass. I'm confident that Jack Della Maddalena is going to finish Belal. I would love... Oh, my God. If he finishes Belal Muhammad, it might be my favorite moment of the year, and I don't know what else can top that. Dustin Poirier is my favorite fighter. He fights in just a couple months. It's going to be his retirement fight. It's going to be against a legend, Max Holloway. If he finishes Max Holloway, I don't know if I'd be as excited as I would Jack Della Maddalena destroying Belal Muhammad, which I do think... I'm not going to say he's going to destroy Belal Muhammad. It's going to be a close fight. I think Belal even takes him down a couple times, but I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. I'm a 10th Planet guy. I know Craig Jones very well. I love the Craig Jones Invitational. I think what he's doing in the jiu-jitsu world is phenomenal. And on top of that, I do think he is one of the greatest minds in jiu-jitsu. I think he's got great systems that work very well. If you look at all the Australian UFC fighters, they don't get dominated in the grappling game like a lot of other fighters do around the world. Their jiu-jitsu knows how to neutralize it, create space, and get back up on their feet. And I think that's what we're going to see. Maybe Jack gets taken down 2 or 3 times, but I think he's going to get the best of Belal on the feet. And Belal's going to realize there's only one thing he could do, and it's grapple. And it's just going to get worse and worse for him as the fight goes on, because you can't keep up a grappling pace for 25 minutes unless you are Merab Dvalishvili. There is nobody else on this planet, maybe Khabib 10 years ago, but Merab Dvalishvili is the only one that can keep that pace that I believe is going to be required of Belal to beat Jack Della Maddalena. My official pick is going to be Jack Della Maddalena, 3rd round knockout. That's what he said on media day, so we're going to stick with that. I am also going to break down the press conference. All right, I'm going to have another video come out today. I'm going to give my winners, my losers of the press conference. Maybe I'll go through the entire card. But that's it for this video. I wanted to give you my top 5 picks. Like, subscribe to the channel. I have predictions, breakdowns every week, fighter interviews to come, and I will see you guys very shortly.